Today we're going to install the new Alls Balls bearings. I'm going to pull the front tire, the forks, basically all this stuff up here, place the bearings, the seals, the races, swap the front tire to a new 2CT. I used a long socket adapter to punch out the top race. It really wasn't that effective. The front axle worked a lot better. Use a dead blow hammer to protect the axle from damage, but a metal hammer will give you a lot more power. To get the lower bearing off, the best method I found was using a chisel and a metal hammer. I didn't care about damaging the dust seal of the lower bearing because I wasn't reusing those. I tried to install the race with the dead blow hammer by itself, tapping that in, then using a socket of a similar size, but the best method I found was using the old race and a metal hammer. The dead blow hammer just absorbs too much of the impact, so it doesn't push down the new race very effectively. Keep hammering in the new race evenly all around in a circle, and you'll notice a very distinct sound difference once the new race is fully installed. When initially tapping in the new race, I would flip the old race backwards so the thicker part was making contact with the new one. I felt that helped it evenly distribute the load when you're hammering it in, and then once it's kind of in the frame a little bit, I flipped it over and used the thin edge to kind of match it. That kept it more locked in as I was hammering the new race in. We're going to finish installing the bearings on this triple. For the lower bearing, you want to slide the dust seal on and then grease the bearing on the inner bore and on the shaft. And then you can pick up this tool on Amazon. It's a Tusk bearing installer. It's just a pipe that'll fit over here, and then you just pick whichever collar fits the right size. This is the only tool you need. You can do the races with the old race. It works just fine. You don't need to buy some Motion Pro tool for that. You can pull them out with a hammer and some sort of punch like that. Works just fine. I actually use the front axle. It worked the best for me.
When installing the forks, I'll slide them up through the triples and then snug them down a little bit, and then take a dial caliper and measure from the top of the triple to the top of the flat part of the fork tube to determine the distance there. And to make the forks even, you want to make sure that both of those numbers are the same on each side. And if they need adjustment, I'll just loosen some of the pinch bolts and then slide the tube up or down depending on where it needs to go, and then snug it down, recheck it because it does move a little bit after you clamp it down fully, and then just repeat that until both sides have equal measurements, and that way you know your fork tubes are at equal heights.
Stash in the carpet, yeah, we trapping out apartments. I ain't done while you start shit. To be honest, get the flame in my heart, gotta spark it.